Have you ever pooped? Have you ever worked at a job? Have you ever pooped at work? If you have, I hope you haven't, because that's a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Hello and welcome to the first installment of Diary of a Zika Kid, which is a storytime series I'm going to be doing. It's going to be mixed media. There's going to be little animated scenes and a bunch of shit, but I'm going to be telling you stories because I have a ton of them because I've worked at a ton of jobs. For legal reasons, all these stories are entirely fictional. Any parallels to any real world shit is fictional. Okay? Okay. So I've worked a myriad of jobs in my life. I've worked at Popular Texas grocery store. I've worked at Blue store. I've worked at Other store. This first story takes place at Popular Texas grocery store. I worked at the curbside department, which is basically just online order fulfillment. You walk around with a cart in the whole store grabbing things off the shelves and you organize it in bags and you put it in the customer's car. Pretty simple, you'd have to be stupid to fuck it up. Yet, somehow, I've fucked it up a handful of times. I had just gotten done with a 15-minute break and decided to stick it to the man by taking another 5-minute bathroom break. And I went to the family bathroom. The reason I picked the family bathroom is 1, I'm disabled, and 2, it's closest to the break room, so it's the quickest access before running back to my apartment. So I was in there minding my business, doing my natural thing. It was a bit of a slow day. I just got done washing my hands when I opened the door and I see this menacing tall figure standing there. Red hat, Christian tattoos, and the only thing bigger than her lunch lady arms was her attitude. You don't have a family. Excuse me? You don't have a family. I then glanced down at her Gen Alpha iPad baby grandchild. I then looked back up at the woman, and 3 thoughts ran through my head. The first thought, I really wish I had done. You don't have a family. You're right. I don't have a family. But I realized it'd be fucked up to pretend to be an orphan. The second thought was, fuck you bitch, this is a disability accessible bathroom. I can use it if I want. But instead, I tucked my dick between my legs and I walked all the way back to my department, completely defeated by this Karen warrior. The next day, however, I decided to take this woman's advice. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be using the family bathroom. Maybe I should just go to the normal public bathroom. It was about 10 minutes before my shift started, and nature had decided that it was time for me to go again. So I went in and let out that yellow golden stream, looking at the graffiti on the walls. Jake was here. And some strange Nazi symbol that I didn't know was even a thing. And all of a sudden, I hear the most terrifying sentence I've ever heard in my life. I'm the Leprechaun Man. What? After a brief awkward silence, he said it again. I'm the Leprechaun Man. I'm the Leprechaun Man. Each instance of being the Leprechaun Man getting more and more close together. At this point, I was fucking horrified. I was utterly baffled, completely terrified. I had no idea what to do. Okay, let's be rational for a second. Maybe it's a parent trying to make their kid laugh because they're nervous to use the public bathroom. I mean, it has to be something like that, right? But then, I heard a... and slowly backed away from the toilet. Faced the door, and just stood there. Unmoving, not saying anything, as we both stood there on opposite ends of the bathroom, only being able to see each other's feet. Not a word was shared, as the silence held on like a knife to our throats. I had never been more excited to get the fuck out of the bathroom and get my shift started. After this debacle, you would hope the day would get more normal, but 3 hours later... What the fuck was that? The store had lost power. All the customers were rioting and screaming. It was like the goddamn SCP Foundation had a containment breach. Hey, so, I only had a 5-hour shift today, technically. It's been about 3.5 hours. I go home. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, that was the first episode in this series of story times. If you liked it, hit that subscription bell, baby. Hit that subscription bell. I'm going to try to do these at least once a week, depending on what I have going on in life. But, yeah, see you next time.